Welcome to the channel, my name is A-Bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2019 and Eastern Resurgence with BFC Dynamo. I know that, again, videos haven't been as regular as they should be, but unfortunately we've had a death in the family this week, and yeah, that's kind of played with things a bit, and that's why there wasn't a video on Thursday, just because obviously things had to be done, and it didn't really give me time to play the game and record and stuff like that. So sad situation, but we're going to record today, and this should be going out over the weekend. Now, I did say last episode that we were going to take on Halle, who are in first place, leading the division. A bit of a change of plan because that comes after the winter break, so that would just be ridiculous. So instead today we're going to take on Mosovitz in an away game, and then next episode we'll have a double live com where we'll take on Halle, and then immediately after that we'll take on Bischofswerda in a double live com next episode. And that will also be after the winter break and the January transfer window, so if there's any new signings, you'll see those in action as well. But yeah, today we're against Mosovitz. We're in third place. We've been pretty solid. We're on a little unbeaten run. Not as good as our one we had last year, but we haven't lost in a little while. So hopefully we can keep that going. The last episode was against Oglinik, and we won 3-1. Forster getting a goal for them to equalise. If I remember, it was a bad pass by Bloom. Yeah, it was that one. 6.2. Bloom with a just a silly mistake. But we did come out as 3-1 winners. 5 games played off screen. Pleased to say we didn't lose any of them. There were a few iffy performances though. Against Bautzen, who are one of the bigger teams in the division. I think they were about 16th. They're near the bottom of the table. It was a 1-1 home draw. Pretty tight game. Possession was equal. Shots and chances, we had a little bit more of that. But it was a pretty level match. And Bautzen took a lead 10 minutes in. Michael Schlitt, I'm pretty sure that's not how it said. That sounded awful. Gave them a lead, and they led for quite a while. And we went down to 10 men. I was really not confident of getting anything from this, but managed to save a point. But we went down to 10 men. Fabian Fritscher getting a red card, straight red card on 63 minutes. Probably deserved. It was one of those like professional fouls. It was a clear goal scoring opportunity. He brought down the player, and he got his marching orders for it. I think it was a fair red card. We went down to 10 men. Thankfully, though, we did manage to save a point. Mark Brasnich off the bench, getting an 80th minute equaliser. Did spare us a few blushes, but still, points dropped at home. We also drew away from home against Nordhausen. This one, again, it was a very close one. 5-6 shots on targets. We did have more of the possession in this one. Defended pretty well, but again, just at 1 point. But away from home, draws aren't too bad. Nordhausen, they're sort of about mid-table, so not a horrible result. They got a goal just before half-time. Chihan Ukar scored that goal, the central attacking midfielder, one of the best players for their side on the day. Max Corker got his first goal for the club on 76 minutes to again get us a equaliser and get us a point. We did then record a win though, as we beat Raffinal 1-0 away from home. Again, this was a close one. We had 15 shots to their 11, just edged it possession-wise. The goal coming from Erdal Akdari, who's had a decent run at centre-back. He is naturally a left-back, but he's been playing at centre-back with guys like Bloom and Seaman not really featuring as much. Akdari's come in, and he's actually got a couple of goals, including one here in the 32nd minute. He really wasn't happy with how little he was being used. But with Silva playing well at left-back, I thought I'd give him a few games at centre-back, and he's proven to actually be pretty solid. So we're going to keep him there for now. And like I said, he got the one and only goal here. And Raffinal went down to 10 men. Jerome Leroy getting sent off on 41 minutes. So Raffinal playing more than half the match with 10 men. But we couldn't find another goal, disappointingly. But did manage to record a win. We won by the same scoreline in a home game against Babelsberg. Again, we're struggling to get goals at the moment. We're getting 1 or 2 goals a game, but we should be getting more than that. This is a very, very strong defensive performance. Akdari, again, man of the match with a 7.5. Azemi came off the bench to get us the goal. 88 minutes. 2 minutes after coming on, Azemi replacing the less than impressive Brasnich, getting our one and only goal late in the game as well. We're just scraping these results at the moment. We're on a little unbeaten run, like I said, but it's not the most impressive of results, really. 1-0s and 1-1s, and yeah, it's not been too good. We did a lot better, though, in the 5th and final game we played off-screen. A home game against Halberstadt, very much dominant in this one. We did not allow our opponents a single shot on target. And, we took control of this game and got a 2-0 win. Mark Brasnich converted an early penalty on 8 minutes, absolutely smashing the ball in the net to give us a nice early goal. And about midway through the first half, Akhdari with his second goal in 3 games, getting on the score sheet to make it 2-0, 23 minutes. And that's all it needed, really. We did try in the second half to try and get some more goals, but just couldn't find a way through past then. Halberstadt did kind of sort themselves out in the second half. Couldn't find much themselves, but at least they managed to sort out their defence. But 2-0 win. Again, first half was much better, but I would have liked a couple more goals. 4 would have been nice. But yeah, we are on a little unbeaten run. We haven't lost since the defeat to Chemnitz in October. So we are unbeaten in 7 matches. And as you can see, we've got Mosovitz, and then we have our winter break. There's a couple of friendlies in there. I'll maybe try and get a couple more in there as well, just to increase match fitness and try and bring some money into the club as well, because we are heavily in debt. And then when we come back, like I said, double livecom, we'll take on Halle and Bischofswerda in February. Another thing I want to point out, though, is that we don't seem to be in the German Cup this season, and I'm not sure why that is. I had a look. We were in it last season. We went out in the first round to it was Regensburg. Yeah, we lost 3-0. And from what I understand, the top 2 leagues in Germany, every team qualifies for the German Cup, but behind that, it's only like the top 4 of the 3rd tier. But from there, what I can see is that the remaining places go to the winners of the regional competitions. For example, BFC Dynamo in their time have won a few Berlin Cups, but that competition does not exist in this game. So we are not going to be playing in any German Cup matches until we get to near the top of the 3rd tier, which is a bummer because facing teams like Regensburg might bring in some money, gate receipts against high division sides. That's going to bring in some money. So the fact that we're not going to be in that's kind of annoying. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure if it just isn't in the database. I really don't know. So, but then I don't understand how these guys have got in. So, I don't know. Maybe it's luck of the draw. I really don't know. We have signed a new contract, though. We have signed an extension to 2021. So, that's going to be another season. The only thing I've changed in my contract is that we are expected to challenge for the top spot rather than just finish in the top half. So we've changed our expectations only slightly. We are in 3rd place at the moment. And with Halle, we've still got to face them. And we're only 2 points behind them. So we could find ourselves top very soon. And who knows, if results go our way today, we might be top by the end of the video. But let's wait and see. Now looking at the team selection, the back 5 picks itself. McConnell and Kolka, they're our first choice midfield pair. The wide players are really disappointing at the moment. None of them are particularly playing well. We went with Urkic and Salah in the last game. Brasnic and Azemi played up front together last time. Kleinit's on a bit of a dry spell. So we're not playing especially well at the moment, but we're getting results. That's the important thing. I think we'll go for the same team because they did well in their 2-0 win last time round. So I think we're going to stick with it. So, 4-1-4-1 for our opponents, who I think I said were about 9th, didn't I? 8th or 9th? We'll keep our run going. I want to see some good football today because that has been kind of lacking in recent games. I want to see a nice big win here. Away from home. Might be tough, but let's see what they can give us. Nard McConnell's on the ball here. 4 minutes into the game. We do have our highlight here. Akhdari now. He's got a couple of goals. That's a decent ball for Azemi to get on the end of. And can he find Brasnic in the box? He can. And it's headed away by Shaif and Urkic now. And Azemi and... Oh, I don't know what happened there. I thought it was going to go in, but it has been cleared. Once again, we are dominating possession, though. We're going to go to our positive playing style. And 15 minutes in, lots of possession. That chance you saw then, not going too badly. Just missing that goal. 72% possession. We're dominating the play, but we can't find our way through. They've had 3 shots of our opponents, but not been too good. Free kick here for Kolka. Urkic. Akhdari! He's offside. I mean, that would have been his 3rd of the season, but it's not going to count. At least we've had the ball in the net. That's something. He was well offside. The lines are very late. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but that's been happening recently, is that the lines on the offside are turning up very late. But that was offside. That should have been disallowed. And it looks like we're going to go in at half-time at 0-0, but there is a late free kick here for our opponents, and they've scored right at the death. Andreopoulos, that's disappointing. That's their first shot at target. Albert with the free kick. I mean, the marking is just that's not marking. That's not what that is. That was criminal. What are we seeing here? He might be just offside, but he's not influencing the play at all. Andreopoulos is well onside. Right, we need to have a bit of a rant at these players because that's disappointing. Let's go assertive and we'll say I'm expecting a better showing in the second half. When there's 7.1 for Akdari, he had the ball in the net, but it was disallowed, rightfully so. But other than that, we've looked very lacklustre once again. I'm not going to make any changes. We'll start the second half, but I want to see some improvements in the next sort of 10-15 minutes. Otherwise, I will be making changes. This is not going well, and it's another free kick here, and exactly the same thing's just happened. Exactly the same scenario, pretty much, and it's 2-0 to Moselwitz, and we have been caught out with 2 set pieces. That's really annoying. Now, our little unbeaten run is going to come to an end a lot earlier than I thought it would. And it's exactly the same scenario. Those free kicks we just cannot deal with. Those set pieces, the deep free kicks, we can't deal with them. Like, I don't know what is wrong with this team, that they can't deal with these free kicks. But we're 2-0 down now. Right, let's make some changes, because this is not going well. So, Salah is going to come off. Urkic is going to move to the right-hand side. Twardzic is going to come on the left. And also, Brasnic is going to come off for Kleinert. We've gone for a show some passion. We're attacking. Come on. We can't concede again. Is that a good tackle or is that's going to be a straight red card? Freaksha. No, it is red. I thought a yellow was going to come out. Freaksha with... Is that his second red card in 6 matches? So we're now 2-0 down. We are now a man down. This is going from bad to worse today. And I've just made 2 subs. We've got 25 minutes left still and injury time. I can't not play a right back. That's just suicide. So, Azemi's going to come off. And we're going to go to Shedderman at right back. Going to play Kleiner as a lone striker, as a pressing forward. This has been a disaster today. And that is really annoying. We're staying attacking because I want to try and get something from this. But I can't believe how bad this has gone. This has not been our day. And I think that's going to be it. It's going to be a 2-0 defeat. Yeah, we're into injury time. What has happened there? We've had 65% possession in this match. And we're going to lose 2-0. I mean, before their goal at half-time, they had not had a single shot on target. I bet they haven't had any other than their 2 goals. I'll have to look at the match stats. But that is an appalling result. 5 shots on target. I mean, they improved, but I don't know what went wrong there. Like, we had all the possession. We did have 2 more shots than them. I want to see what happens with Haller and... Who is it in second? Is it Chemnitz? Haller drew. So did Chemnitz. If we had won that match, we could have gone top. If we'd have won it by, I think, 2 or 3 goals, I think we would be leading by now. There's going to be a 3-match ban. I'm fining him. And he's accepted it. Okay. I'm the boss. That's the first time I've fired. It's the first time I've fined someone in this game. I fired someone as well, actually. If we go to our transfer history, what is it? Release players. You can see that Broistet's gone. He wasn't happy. He's not that good. He's had, 13 appearances this season. Got 1 goal. So, yeah, he's gone. So, yeah, like I said, next time, double live come of Haller and Bischofswerda. So, off screen, we'll go through the winter break. There'll be some friendlies, but they'll be taken by the assistant, not by me. I won't be playing those games myself. I doubt there'll be any transfer activity. I'm mostly happy with this squad. I don't think I need any more players. I think, if anything, my squad's too big. So I feel like we'll kind of need to trim this squad a bit. And maybe replace some players, because some of these wide players aren't playing too well at the moment. We've got some people on non-contracts. If we have a look at Salah is on a non-contract, as is Halili. So maybe some more of those just to fill in the gaps. Might not be a bad thing. But guys like Tziki, Ozcan and Malambarnet, those 3 players there, I really don't think are going to be playing them again this season, so we'll try and get rid of these. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. One thing I will add as well is that you can also share my video, because YouTube has now changed it that if you like a video, it no longer shows up in your Twitter feed. So if you like a video or if you upload a video, YouTube no longer automatically tweets for you. So unless I tweet out the video myself, you won't see it on Twitter. So all I ask is that, this is for other creators as well, tweet out your videos, because otherwise your followers won't see it. So there's that. And again, share the video, because Liking the video will no longer show up in your Twitter feed and people won't see it. So if you share your video, then people will see it. But that's all I had to say on that really. YouTube making changes for apparently no reason. That's YouTube, isn't it? But I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.